What is going on, guys? Craft here, Facebook group Bowler on Pickers Lounge, and I'm coming at you to talk to you about some more pickup items today. I'm going to be honest with you, it's late. It is Thursday, March 13th, I believe. You're going to be seeing this video on Friday, tomorrow. Today? Yeah, you're technically seeing it today. We're going to take a look at some pickups. We're going to kind of go through them a little bit quick, and yeah, we'll talk about some great items. If you missed last week's one, we looked at some cool stuff. We talked about some items that you can make some money on, and we're going to do the same thing again today. I want to be very, very clear. A lot of these videos that we're doing, our Friday and our Monday videos, what's sold, what we're buying, things like that, they're mainly for entertainment. You can definitely pick up a couple of tidbits here and there of items that you want to keep your eyes open for, but I'm going to be honest, we're not giving you any revolutionary ideas on how to scale your business. But if you're the everyday reseller, if you're just a practical thrifter going to thrift stores and yard sales and stuff to that effect, then you may see some cool items. We had historically done this every Sunday on our reseller roundup show, but I'm scaling those back a bit. It looks like we might be doing them about once a month. So for now, you're going to be getting these videos every single Friday, where you get to see what I'm buying and learn a little bit along the way. So I've got a bin here to my side. We're going to pull some of them out and just start talking. First item up is these really cute or potentially annoying toys, depending on who you ask. If you squeeze their tummy, this one seems like it has low batteries, but if you squeeze their tummy, they make cute sounds. Now, normally I avoid these things. They're kind of worthless on their own, but I've been finding them more and more often. Did that on its own. I've been finding these things more often than I normally do. And I ran into a lady who had 3 of these at one time, and she only wanted $2 for all 3. I looked them up, and I noticed that when you put them into small lots, you can sell 3 or 4 of them from $30 to $40. And for me, a toy guy, a plush guy, that's not a bad price at all to be paying. A great return to be getting on something that takes up almost no space and you can shove in a bag and ship out. So I've started keeping my eyes open for these. Like with all things, condition is key. And there's always going to be ones that are going to be worth a little bit more than others. I know some holiday ones can bring some extra bucks, but just take it as an opportunity. Sometimes when you see old items that you may have written off in the past, there's no harm in double checking them. One of my biggest selling items through the holiday season this year, I've made almost $4,000 on from November 1st till today, and it was an item that I had completely written off. 100% thought was going to be worthless forever. It was only because of a recheck that I actually start making profits on it again. Some of you know what that is, but I'm not going to reveal it right now. I'm still doing buys on it, but if you go back 4 months ago and watch Reseller Roundup, you can figure out what it is from there. Now, this is an interesting one. This is actually one that Daniel intentionally passed on. He didn't have an interest in working this item. And I looked at it. I've worked this item before in the past, and I know where the market is, especially right now. If you don't know, we've been talking about coronavirus on our last 2 Let's Chat with Jay videos, and I think there's going to be 1 more, 2 more coming next week as we scale up for a big presentation that we have for everyone. Food prep and food survival gear is going to be very, very important moving forward over the next 3 to 6 months even. What I have here is a bunch of Food Saver bags. Now, when it comes to buying these, I'm always looking to find them with the official Food Saver brand here on the edge, and I'm looking to see the original seal. This is how they seal them right there. I actually picked up quite a few rolls. Now, when I get these, I'm willing to take a couple that are unrolled, and I'm willing to take a little bit of diversity in size as long as I have a handful that are brand new, because it allows me to create a really nice looking lot online. There's 2 more in here. There we go. Okay, it allows me to make a real nice lot online of Food Saver bags that's a bit more enticing. So if I decide to run this at auction, it may attract a few more bidders, especially right now. Now is the time to be listing these types of items if you have them. People will pay big bucks for food preservation items because there's a lot of people doing food prep right now, and they're going to need the means to be able to save their food for longer periods of time than what a Ziploc bag can actually offer. So I paid, I want to say $10 for all of these, and we have 2, 4, 6, 7, I have 8 rolls. I might have even paid as much as $12 or $13, and with these 8 rolls, I expect to get anywhere between $50 and $80. Now, normally I'll give you a more tight range than that, but right now, given the climate, things could get bonkers. If you want to see how much this actually sells for, Facebook.com/groups/Pickers Lounge. That's our Facebook community group. I'll post on there when it does sell. Give it about maybe about a month and a half before we actually have that listed. As I advised in my previous video, we are in buy mode right now. Buy, buy, buy. I have no intention on listing and selling just yet. I am only doing buys for probably the next 30 to 60 days. So you're going to see a lot of these. And our what sold video is going to be a lot of our B stock. So yeah, let's take a look at the next item. It is this absurdly cute Hello Kitty McDonald's toy. And I believe it's a McDonald's employee with a plastic bouquet of flowers. This thing is adorable. These things aren't worth a lot, anywhere between $10 to $15, but this is the perfect type of item that you can place up on your Mercari. This is one of those types of items that I might even be able to take it out of the plastic and have it staged so nicely on Mercari that I'll get the same amount, if not more, than what I would get on eBay. Those of you who don't know, I'm shifting a lot more of my listings to Mercari now, especially things that have a visual aesthetic to them. It's going to be about a year to 2 year long process as I start transitioning out of eBay, as I'm not super thrilled right now with the direction that they're going, but there'll be more talk about that over the next year or so. But these visual items, they do great on Mercari. People do visual shopping there, and they see cute things. They just type in Hello Kitty, and they want to see what's there. And if they like your listing, they'll just pull the trigger most times because they have money sitting inside their account. That's how Mercari works. It just kind of holds it there. So you get a lot more impulse buying on the site. I paid about $1 for this. I hope to get 15 to 20 out of it on the back end. Now, if you didn't see our yard sale pickup video last week, I picked up this tithing bag, and we talked about it at the end of the show. I normally don't go after stuff like this, but apparently the purple color is one that is sought after. It's one of the higher selling colors for tithing bags on eBay. This goes for about $20. This was part of a bundle deal where I paid $11 for everything. We're going to take a look at a few more of the yard sale items, but if you want to see all of them, go back and check out that video as well. And then we also have this Sony BM560 handheld micro cassette recorder. I have done great with these things ever since Daniel taught me about this market and just how much money is actually in it. People buy these things up like mad. And just if you want some quick pointers, you're going to want some of the older ones, and specifically with the nice metal housing on them. These old ones do so good. If it's all plastic, if it's like an old Sony one, it might not be too hot, but once you have metal components, you're usually in the clear. Now, because all of them have their brand name and their model number on them, you can look them up very quickly. It takes 2 seconds to tell if it's something worth getting. And then I also suggest bring some batteries with you. Bring some AA's and some AAA's and maybe even a little brush if you got to clean some contacts. Test the item and see if it works before you pull the trigger. But most times when I find these, I can pay anywhere between $1 to $2, at worst $3, $4 on some of the nicer ones. And I believe this one is about a $50 or $60 micro cassette recorder. I'll show you when it shows up in one of the what sold videos because somebody is going to buy this thing. Again, really nice, really clean condition. We're going to take a look at one more item, guys. One more, and then that's going to be it for this one. It's this really giant honkin' Wusthof knife block. This actually reminds me that I have to open a dispute regarding another knife block that actually broke. If you guys remember that Cutco knife block I had, that actually got destroyed in shipping, and I still have to get my refund from USPS. Should probably get right on that. But this Wusthof knife block, it's good money. About $50, $60. And I know what you're thinking, like, how are you going to ship this giant thing and actually make any money on it? It's through cubic shipping. And not to sound like I'm just continuing to plug all my videos, but we have a training video on it. If you haven't seen it, cubic shipping will allow this to get shipped to coast for under $20. And if for some reason it's outside of the size range, it'll just go FedEx. FedEx ground through eBay is now filthy cheap. So this is about $20 all the way to Florida. I paid $7.99. I got 25% off, so I actually paid $6 on this piece, and I expect to get anywhere between $50 to $70 on it as well. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. This has been a fun time. I just wanted to share some of the items that I got over the last month, and we're going to have a lot more of them coming. If you have a suggestion for something that you would like to see on our channel, if you have a topic that you would like us to talk about in our Let's Chats videos, I'm here almost every day now. Just let me know, and we'll make a video for you. I got no problem with that at all. And remember, keep being the best version of you that you can be, and if you don't make that money, someone else will. Oh, and I have to say this now. I have to. Wash your damn hands, people. Okay? Just wash them. Thanks.